Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello and welcome to Footy Judge. More people listen. Man City are absolutely unstoppable. They were absolutely brilliant today. Everything about them today looked absolutely perfect. There's nothing to say about the game other than I don't think Fulham had a chance, to be honest. Impeccable display by Gavardiol up top. An absolutely amazing performance by Rodri and also by this guy who we have no idea how did he reach this level, Mr. Akanji. Akanji was absolutely immense today, of course. And again, Kevin De Bruyne doing Kevin De Bruyne thing. There is no stopping this Man City thing, guys. There is nothing. I don't think actually Spurs have any chance. Arsenal fans, wrap your things, go home because you are the new bridesmaids to this league because there is no stopping this Man City. I genuinely believe that a lot of people are saying Spurs will have a chance. I don't think so. I absolutely don't think so. But big up everybody that is here. Guys, I want to ask you guys something. Before we go on and do the stream, and before you go on and watch it, if you're watching this in the replay, we need to get right away to 200 likes. There is no way around it. Hit that like button, people. Let's get to 200 likes right off the bat. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. We're going to be joined by Winter Surfer, of course. Maybe Shez will join us. We'll talk Chelsea, of course. We're going to talk about Chelsea later. But I'm here, of course, with Vater, of course, and Martin from the Mancunian Way, Ahmed, of course, from Casual FC, and, of course, Winter Surfer is going to be here. How are you guys feeling? And before we go on, big up Mansour for the support and gifting 20 memberships for everyone. W's for my guy Mansour. If you became a member now, and Castro, finally you made it as a member. Thank you so much. W's for Mansour in the chat, supporting the channel and gifting 20 memberships. Absolutely brilliant and magnificent. Thank you so much. If you became a member now, Mansour is to thank, of course. Big up Mansour, a Man City fan from Emirates, of course, supporting the channel. Big up Mansour, of course, from Sheikh. That's not Sheikh Mansour himself. Might be a relative, though. Might be a relative. How? And look at this. And Andrew gifting another 20 membership. Wallahi, guys, I'm humbled by your support. Humbled by the support for this humble, small channel. We'll try to give you content. And as you know, this is my third back-to-back stream now. Now, apart from the stream I did with Vater this morning on the Football Terrace. Of course, thank you for everybody. Now, everyone in the chat now is going to become a member. W is for my guys, Mansour and Andrew. W is, guys, absolutely amazing support for the channel. Amazing. Get involved in chat. How is everybody feeling?
I mean, I'll start with myself. I'm feeling good, Mo. I mean, we kind of spoke earlier. It was a lot earlier in the day for me, for you as well. I'm feeling good, Mo. 2 games left. I mean, you look at my face right now. You look at Martin's face right now. I mean, calmness. For me, it's Mother's Day weekend. I know that I'm going to be a good son this weekend because there's not going to be any frowns on my face. I'm going to be treating my mom very well on Sunday. What do I have to complain about, Mo? You said it. We're playing great football. Maybe you can critique and say it's not trouble winning City, but it's all about results. It's all about what you're able to do. And had it not been for a Real Madrid quarterfinal, maybe we're still pursuing the possibility of what we were able to do last season. But it is what it is. This game, Fulham, 4. What are we going to talk about? What do we want to say? You actually,
you know me. I can invent agendas out of nowhere, bro.
No, I do have a problem with you.
Agendas.
He knows exactly what he's doing, and I'll tell you.
No, I do have a problem.
I can invent agendas and agendas, bro.
I know what he's doing because he's switched in the last 48 hours. I know.
Oh yeah, no.
See,
Mo is like the tide.
How did I switch?
Mo is like the tide.
How did I? No. You're accusing me of big thing now. How did I switch?
Because for 3 months, you've told everyone Arsenal are the best team in the league, which actually could be, in a lot of people's eyes, could be correct.
Okay.
And what you said is, which, I said, oh, City, blah, blah, blah. If City fall off, I know what'll come out your mouth.
I still believe the same. But hold
Yeah,
on,
I know
there
what
is
you're
a,
gonna
there
say.
is a
I know
way.
what
There
you're
is a
gonna say.
way.
Bottled
There
it,
is a
bottle
very,
job.
there is a very easy way to explain this, which is very simple. I said that at that time, like the way you played today was amazing and was great. So why?
Been playing
Why?
that way for about 4 weeks. No one's noticed it.
Arsenal also were playing fantastic. They smashed Chelsea 5. They looked absolutely great in
No,
all
I
the
agree.
games.
I
So you
agree.
were going. So you were going toe to toe. So for me to say that they
Mhm.
are a better team in the league, I don't think that was a wild take. Why do you guys think that was a wild take?
Experience, history. We know what's coming down the road. Just we've
And
been here before. We know what comes.
and Mo, listen.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have two problems. To go with what Martin was saying. You were looking at obviously Arsenal's results, who they were playing against, how they were racking up all these goals. And yes, City weren't looking as dominant. City were quote unquote leaking goals. But if you're gonna judge a team, and what Martin's just reminding you of, judge the better team when it's been 38 games.
We can do that, but also we are allowed to like okay.
Yeah,
So
like early in the season when
I
Spurs
actually,
were
do you
doing
remember?
so well, you could argue that they
Having a
were the
bit
best.
Vader,
of-
I
me
having
think.
a
and
bit of
you,
banter
me
as
and
well.
you sat in
Having
the
a bit
beginning of the
banter
season.
as well.
Vader, okay, hold on, Martin. Give me a second. Me and you sat in the beginning of the season, and I told you Arsenal look absolutely much slower and not as good as the last season. Did I not? I was
Yeah,
assessing that time,
yeah.
and time moved on, and they improved dramatically.
Do you know what it is? Mo, I'm having a bit of banter as well. Do you know what it is? You know what's done all this is the system change. This system change has completely gone under the radar by a lot of people.
It always does. It always does.
Absolutely smashed. I think I said it to you the other day. What manager changes the whole system around 5 games in a title race to go?
For
No manager
no
does.
reason. For no reason.
And you sit there and you think, okay, because that was, like I said, I've always known he's always wanted to get to this system of 3-5-2.
All right.
You can tell by the plays we're linked with, because you talked about in your other one, which was a great show. I was listening, as you know, about Gavardio. Gavardio was bought for this reason. Listen.
Oh my God,
1
Martin.
minute. No, Mo.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
explain.
Listen to him, Mo. Listen to
let
him,
me
Mo.
explain.
Listen.
Right. Listen, I
I'm
know
gonna
you're going to
listen
go off
to you until
Hamza's.
you finish your point. Go ahead.
You're going to go off Hamza's baby Maldini.
But can you
I
explain
know
to
that. I
the
know you will.
explain to the people what I said, because not everyone here was
Right,
watching
right.
the other show.
What you said is Gavardio was, which I agree with, was not bought to be scoring goals and flying up the wing, etc., etc. The reason I kick back on a little bit of that, let's Veta will remember this. Prime Cancelo at Manchester City was doing what? Prime Cancelo.
Yep.
When people were talking about him being one of the world's best fullbacks, which, by the way, I didn't agree with, because I just think the guy's a bit of a dickhead anyway, but never mind. But the simple fact is, Cancelo was doing this when in this system.
Yeah.
He
And
was
it goes
coming in
unnoticed.
from the line, scoring goals, breaking late, cutting in, finding the little passes from KDB. I always remember a game, I think we beat West Brom 5-0 away a year or two back. And that's exactly the way we played today was exactly virtually the same way we did against West Brom back then. Pep's always wanted to get to this system, going back to Benjamin Mendy and Walker with the overlapping fullbacks to get round the back, 3 at the back and go. But he's never been able to do it. Because at the time, Mendy then did his ACL and he was out and he never came out the same thing. And obviously, other things that happened, it all changed.
Yeah.
And he's never been able to get back to this system, but he's always wanted to go to this system. Because the thing is, Gavardio's only played centre-back twice, Mo, and one of them was Huddersfield Town in the FA Cup.
The versatility of these players.
That's
This is the
it.
one thing I
He's
want to.
never played centre-back for City Yard. Like, he's never done it.
This is what Mo needs to hear as well. Mo needs to hear this because
I need to.
He is Judge Mo, but he also knows that he has an alias. He has an alter ego, Agenda Mo. And I heard Agenda Mo earlier today when he was talking about, and he kind of did it a little bit today. Arsenal fans, pack up. Season's over. Move on. City are too good. It's all wrapped up. This man's also saying if City win this fourth, it's a given we're winning 5. Don't do that, Mo. Stop with this. It's automatic. If we win 4, we're now moving on to 5. It's going to be a completely different season. Nothing's a given. I know you want to stack everybody against what City's doing. It's terrible. It's wrong. Who's going to stop them? But it'll be a different
I never,
season next
I never said it. I
agree
never
with
said
you on
it's
that.
wrong.
I said that too, Mo.
How do I say it's wrong? I say it's wrong what City's doing. What?
No.
I'll be honest with you.
What?
You say that it's
on that.
you say that it's not going to stop. We win 4, it's not stopping next season. That's where
Yes,
you're wrong.
Nobbins sat here and told me, big up Nobbins, of course.
Large up
told me-
Nobbins, yeah.
Hold on. He told us that Arsenal might not be able to catch up with City if the market goes as planned.
Yeah.
Me and Martin literally sat on shows, and Martin told me, Mo, the plan is to buy Paqueta, maybe a bit for Bruno Guimaraes, get another winger, and I don't think Arsenal can compete with that. They might come close to us, but I think we'll be better than them. That's Martin's word. That's not Mo's words, bro.
Okay.
That's Man City's fans.
Arsenal aren't the only club in this league.
Hang on.
Bro, what are you talking about? Because you are portraying me as someone who has an agenda. It's not me.
Agenda Mo, you said, and listen, it's your words, not Nobbins, not Martin. I listened to you on the Football Terrace. You said City winning this 4th might as well wrap it up. It's happening again next season. It's going to be 5. That's what I'm addressing right now. That is not the case. Whether Arsenal strengthen to the same level of City, we'll have to wait and see. Whether United, whether Liverpool, whether Chelsea get their act together and it's a different case next season, we'll have to wait and see. But don't be so lazy and say that City winning 4 means it's 5.
Do you seriously believe?
Hang on. Hang on a moment. I've got to cut in here, Veta. I don't know why you do this. I don't know why you try and portray yourself off that you're not going to be the favourites to win the league next season after winning 4 in a row and going to spend probably more than anyone else in the summer. You always do this. You always portray yourself like you're the underdog. Martin doesn't. Martin embraces favoritism, being the favourites. I don't know why you don't do that. I don't know why you don't have the confidence that Pep Guardiola has given you and all the trophies you've won and all the players that you have to not show chest, strut out and go, yeah, do you know what? We're going to win 4 in a row. Do you know what we're going to do? We're going to win a 5th one as well because there's no one in this league. You're talking about other clubs. There's only one club at this moment who shows that they might be with you, and that's Arsenal. Liverpool going to have Slot in a transition. Don't know if Salah's going to stay or Van Dijk's going to stay. Man United, I have no idea what's happening at Man United. And Chelsea, do not put us in as trying to be as we're going to trouble you next season. You are so the favourites for a 5th title next season when you win this one. Yep. It's not even funny.
Thank you, Martin. They hear what they want to hear.
But he's not. Well, I am different. I am saying with chest, I think we'll win the league next year. Vader's kicking back on that. He's saying, no, we might be favourites. Doesn't mean we're automatically going to win the 5.
Thank you.
I
mean, if you're being honest,
no, but I think you should. Hang on. I think he should embrace that. No, but Martin, he should embrace that more after what you've won, what your manager's given you, and what you've won. He should totally be more confident ever if he wins the 4th one.
Yeah, what it is to me, and I've said this to Mo and to Beta privately, is this was whoever was going to challenge his best time to do it this season. While City were.
Yes.
Many people have said in this, not bought well in the summer, which I've always kicked back to. Because I never think it's about always the players. Until Pep Guardiola leaves Manchester City, every team's going to be the underdog. Because Pep Guardiola is the diamond. He's the guy who makes this happen. And, for me, long may it continue. But if it's next year, it's next year. And we leave when he leaves. But for me, this was the season because we went through a kind of wobble and Arsenal had the door open. I remember I said this, we went to Saudi Arabia on the Club World Cup and we all thought we're going to come back 5-10 points behind everyone. And we're just going to end up nowhere near. And people talk about the Arsenal game against Villa. I think it was then. It was December time.
I agree.
Yeah, it's the Fulham, bro. It's the Fulham and the West Ham
Yeah,
game. Who
that's
sat
when it
here
all got
and
dropped.
said they're gonna lose back-to-back
The
games?
City came back from Saudi Arabia and went, oh, actually, we're 2 points behind here.
We're only 2 points, not
See
7,
ya.
not 8.
And we had 2 games in hand. So we were gone. We were off.
Yeah, you're right.
Victor, you always do this thing, bro. You always do this thing. You come here and accuse me of having an agenda while every single thing around you telling you your favorites, every single thing around you telling you you're the team here, and you have like all these things with you, and you have the best coach, and you're like, no, Mo,
Vader's allowed
Mo,
to be
it's not
humble. He's
finished.
allowed to be
I'm not
humble.
that, bro. I'm not doing. Bro. Vader is a friend. I like Vader, but my
know
thing
you
about
do.
it,
I'm not saying you
Vader
don't.
knows how to play the game very well as well.
Oh,
He
what are we
always
doing
says
He's not
Judge Mo knows how to play the game, but he knows as well.
No. I speak with Vader privately a lot. This is how he is.
But I know he absolutely knows how to play the game.
There's no game being played. No, listen.
My man said that he's gonna go watch Tottenham. Bro, you should be smashing Spurs. They are wide open. Burnley had 50,000 chances.
Okay.
No,
but I had to watch.
City fans will be nervous on Tuesday, Mo. They will all go out and be like, oh, because that's just human nature. Everyone's going to go in there. But no one's going to go there.
Was on the line.
Oh, we're going to smash these 5-0.
Yeah.
Arsenal fans will go, around right now going, we'll win at Old Trafford 5-0.
Bro,
So
damn Potts.
Some of them will be getting nervous.
Martin, Dan Potts literally told us that they're gonna be winning against what's their name, like Man United. He said it's gonna be 3-0. Dan Potts will never have chest.
I agree, but ask him 10 minutes before the game when the emotions are there and you're all nervous. Changes.
Ask him when it's 0-0 at half time if he's that confident.
It's like today, I went in with, we're going to smash these. Till that first goal went in, I'm like, you do start thinking.
And this is not a game. There's no games being played. Yes, my name is Vader Games and my channel is Vader Games TV, but there's no games being played. What I'm pointing out is,
Get him to 1,000. Come on.
Yeah, let me get to 1K. What I'm pointing out is,
put your link in the chat.
All right, bless. Mo, I'm just pointing out, there's no given. Yes, you may say we win 4, we strengthen after a summer transfer window. All that information collected, say that City are the favorites. Okay, go ahead and do that.
Can I just ask something on the game? Because we're not even.
Oh, yeah. Please. Let's.
I wanted to say one thing quickly before you go. Yeah. It should be an expectation, though, shouldn't it? Like, if you're Man City, you should be an expectation to win the league. So whether you want to admit it or not, if you win number 4, number 5 should be expected already.
No,
that's what
depends.
It should be
that
wanted.
for me is
wanted.
the case.
It should be
No,
wanted.
that depends on age. Because I've had this kit back with me on. Because I'm 42, I've still got a little bit of what they call City-itis in my body.
Yeah.
So
you see the platinums?
You know what?
No given.
Do you know what? I'm one of these. I watched us get beat by Bleeding Wickham. Do you think if we lost this title this year, I'm going to have a kit back in a moment? And here we go. I've been blessed to watch the 12 months that I've watched that I thought I'd never see. So to me, this is all extra for me. It's great because listen, I'm not stupid. I know the roller coaster will stop at some point. I ain't daft. I know it is. But the one thing I wanted to say today was, people talk. I know some of it's jest, copium, whatever you want to call it, about City being boring. That first goal today was far from boring. Jesus Christ, that was pass. That was. I've always said there's a difference between passing for pass sake and passing with a tempo and with a little bit of venom behind you. And that first goal was the perfect example of passing with tempo and purpose. It was pass, bang, see you later, goal. That's not boring for me. That is. I understand how it's boring for others because Fulham were on a beach today. Part of it is because I don't think the players. I don't know, and I thought City were that good as well today. A little bit, a little bit of both.
The
Fulham
boring
flying kites.
Martin, may I? The whole boring comment. When I hear it from a fan base that are accustomed to chaos ball, erratic, frantic, balls being sprayed, I get it. You're looking at that, and then you're looking at City where it's like choreographed, synchronized, players in position. It looks too controlled. You'd argue that it's boring. But when it's like chaos football, you're like, I like this. Now it comes to But with regards to City, I think many think it's boring because of the jeopardy. You see the quality difference between one side versus the other. But I would argue when it's City versus Chelsea, City versus Arsenal, City versus Liverpool, when it's a team of equal fight, it's not a boring game. But when you're outclassed, you get that every time.
I think it might also be a fact of, you know, we've watched this football for quite a long time, you know, with City. So people might eventually just be getting, you know, it's like something when you've had it the first time, it's nice. Seeing it for a bit, it's nice. Then eventually, you know, for some, it might have started looking stale. That's what it might be.
But today, I actually thought though that City raised their game after Fulham had that half chance in the second half. You know, when Muniz, I don't know if it's Muniz, but and then it sort of went. They sort of went, oh wait, actually we're only 1-0 up. You know what I mean? We have to actually go and do it. And then I thought they raised their game significantly from that. And like I said, I mean, Rodri's just a phenom. I just don't know.
I'm going to tell you the difference. I'm going to tell you the difference between boring and not boring position-based football. When Luis Enrique took over Barcelona, what happened is they started being position-based football, but direct.
Right.
The shortest pass to the goal, pass, like the goal you guys scored, the first goal. Yes, the play was slow, but once the ball got to the spaces, it was, let's get to the goal now. Pass, let's go to the goal now. Let's take risks. Gavardiol took risk by getting inside the 18 and dribbling. That's what I mean, not boring. Pep Guardiola last season, this is why I said Man City last season were the best team I watched ever. Why? It was very direct. The only one that wasn't that direct was a little bit Jack Grealish, but even him at the end of the season was trying to get crosses and stuff. The rest of the team was very direct. Let's get the ball to the goal in the shortest distance possible. Once we lose the ball, we get it back, right? My point about sometimes Manchester City players don't take risks. What I mean, a player the player has an opportunity to dribble or to put in a cross. They were like, no. I would play the 100% guaranteed pass back, and we would recycle the ball. You know who does that? Arsenal do this sometimes.
Yeah, do you know why though, Mo? You know why?
The reason Pep Guardiola used to do that.
Yeah, the reason it looks like that early on, because you get a lot of this December, January time. The reason is, this is why I've always kicked back when people are like, oh, he needs a rest. Oh, he needs a rest. City rests during games.
Yeah.
City pass the ball, and because everyone goes low block against us, they go. If the opponent's not pressuring you, just dick around with it at the back and go.
Fulham today didn't play a low block.
We will look after it, and then what we do is, this is why, have you ever noticed City now this time of the month have so much more energy than a lot of other teams because we've conserved all the energy. It's why we don't go for 5, 6, 7, 8-0s. Because we get to 4-0 and we go, right, shut it down, game over, get off, pass it around. It's all about conserving the energy. And HUSAM made the point, which, you know me, I don't normally agree with HUSAM on a lot of stuff, but he made a great point. It's a subjective thing. Everyone loves basketball, football, as I call it. Go back to the Spurs. You remember the Chelsea game? You remember this, 4 each. A neutral watching it, you're like, wow, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
A City and a Chelsea fan in that stadium were coming out going, what'll blow this shit?
Yeah.
And that's the difference. It's great to watch as a non-fan of those teams because City fans were all doing it. I don't want this. I want it to be more direct. And as soon as we got to that, they all went, don't like this because we're conceding 3 and 4 goals. It's Kevin Keegan football. Kevin Keegan did that when Newcastle was 12 points clear at the top and bottled it because he wouldn't give up his let's go football.
Yeah.
There's also got to be a little bit of thinking behind. Ferguson was the king of doing this. Get 3-0 up, kill the game. See ya.
Yeah.
He was the king of doing it. He didn't care about entertainment. It was about getting the job done.
Yeah, I wanted to mention some players though. The Rodri exclusion from Team of the Season. Why would he do that though? Exclusion from the nomination is kind of. I think it's shambolic. I think it's I think this is a crime. I generally think it's a crime, even though I don't think he deserves Player of the Season. I actually think his exclusion from the nomination is a crime.
Yeah, but do you really
know why I don't know why Odegaard's there. I don't know why he's there.
You know why he's there. Same way why
No, but
Van Dijk's there.
he's only
Same
been
way,
good since
same way
February.
why Isak's
You
there.
guys don't think Odegaard should be there at all?
Not for the whole season. He's only been good since February.
A lot of them shouldn't be there. Where's Gabriel? Where's Saliba? Be honest with you, Mo. Haaland shouldn't be there.
No, exactly.
No.
That's fair. That's fair.
There's been five better players. Listen, I love Haaland. He's top goal scorer, but there's been 5 better players than Haaland this season.
Isak shouldn't be there either.
Yeah.
What's he doing in there?
Isak shouldn't be there either.
The reason why, another reason why Rodri's not on there is you're not gonna have 3 City players on there. You're not gonna have 3. If they were to drop Haaland and it would have been Rodri and Foden, I wouldn't be mad at it either. I'd agree with that. But
Tom Little made a great point. Why have we got 3 separate awards? We've got the football right.
These are different sponsors.
But my point is, you could have 3 separate winners. Tom Little made this point today, which was spot on. It could be 3 winners. It's this one is all about EA Sports. So this is the same one that does your fantasy football league, and then it's voted on by the fans. So that becomes then, Mo, is a popularity contest.
So who do you think has been the best player in this season?
For me, Phil Foden.
Yeah. Phil Foden, not Rodri for you.
Rodri's the most important, but Foden's been the best player.
Has been the best player.
But Rodri's the most important.
Yeah, but it's not about the most important.
For me, it's like
Rodri's doing what I expect Rodri to do. Foden's gone up a level.
And that's what he suffers from. That's why people won't pick him, because he suffers from that. He suffers from that. That's why he won't win, because he suffers from that. And Phil Foden is doing something even more that we haven't seen him do in previous seasons. So that's why he'll win. Yeah, because we expect
Rodri to get 38 man of the matches.
Sometimes it's expectations, isn't it? Yeah.
He's not lost a match. He's not lost a match in 72 games.
Rodri doesn't get man of the match awards because it's just standard. It sounds awful. It's like Messi. When Messi went on the pitch,
it's so expected of him that it just gets overlooked 100%. I think it's also a case where everybody loves the sexy goals and the assists, right? Like a controller, someone that's so poised that everything ticks. There's a huge difference with Manchester City without Rodri. There's a huge difference, and again, from a voter standpoint, they're not going to see that. They're not going to see that.
Everyone likes attackers and defenders, sadly. So.
And also, I don't understand why people shouldn't be in both awards. They should be separate.
I'm trying to understand that. Why shouldn't they be in both awards?
I just think if maybe they should change the name instead of a young player to like breakout or breakthrough season or something like that. Because let's say this: if Foden wins Player of the Year, or is he in the young player? Because he was 23.
Yes, he's in both. He's in both.
So why wouldn't he win why wouldn't he win the young player of the year?
Yeah,
if he's won the main award, doesn't make any sense, right?
It's like what size is doing in the young one? He's 25.
That's why he should be Rookie of the Year, man. I honestly believe that's just the Rookie of the Year award.
Put me in it. I'm only 41, 42.
Yeah. So here's my passport. I was 23.
A young player of the year, that is spot on.
I don't know why nobody wants to say that. It's Declan Rice deserves that award, to be honest. Player of the season.
Deserves what award?
No. He's not even in the young player of the year. Declan Rice deserves player of the season.
But Gabriel and Saliba are in the main one for that one.
Declan Rice is there. It's only Declan Rice and Gabriel. No, Declan Rice and Odegaard.
Gabriel and Saliba are not in the main one. Main one.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Odegaard does not warrant a place in that list. He does not warrant. He's only been good since
he
February.
played very well.
Virgil van Dijk shouldn't
be not all season. Not all season he hasn't. Only since like February has people been talking about Odegaard.
Not February. Odegaard has been good since.
No, he hasn't. Man.
It's
been about Declan Rice.
No, come on, man. He's not been good.
About Declan Rice and that. Odegaard. The people we're having discussions like around New Year whether Odegaard's good enough. Yeah. And I don't put that on him. I put it on his manager and him having to cover more ground because he kept playing Havertz in midfield. That's why you didn't see the best of Odegaard. And now Havertz moved up top. Suddenly Odegaard is playing better because he's not having to do all that in midfield. If it was half a season, I'd say Odegaard fine. But no, not all season. Declan Rice, you've got a shout. Definite shout for Player of the Year. No problem, Declan Rice. And Gabriel and Saliba, how they're not in there is a crime. They're the best defence. It's a crime.
MCFC protocol is saying, imagine if we had Paqueta instead of Nunes. Oh my.
But see, that's the bit, that's where I kick back. Protocol, you're spot on. But why have you got to put the Nunes comment in?
What does that mean?
Yeah. Nunes is
Why
young player.
imagine if we have Paqueta? Why instead of Nunes? What's Nunes got to do with Paqueta?
Yeah.
I actually don't think Paqueta will play. You still need another midfielder, which is Kovacic. Kovacic today was great, wasn't he?
Kovacic has been amazing.
So what people think Paqueta's going to come in and start over Kovacic. No, you need another midfielder.
Yes.
No, Paqueta will, if Bernardo leaves, Paqueta, and this is before anyone, because Hamza accuses me of this, I'm not saying Paqueta is the Bernardo replacement. City never do like for like. Paqueta will go and fit in the squad number of Bernardo Silva. Yeah. Paqueta, Bruno Guimaraes, if he comes in, or whoever it is, João Neves, Bob down the road, whoever they go for, will fill in the Kovacic role.
You're gonna get Bruno Guimaraes to fill in.
No, he will. So, like today, you had Kovacic playing alongside Rodri.
Okay.
Substitute Kovacic out for a Bruno.
Who's gonna be your right winger?
Paqueta.
Right winger is gonna be Paqueta.
But no, we won't have a right winger. It won't be right winger. It depends what system he does. If he continues 3-5-2, he'll go with the overlapping fullbacks.
Probably be a right side.
Have you not noticed since this new system comes in, all wingers are on the bench now? All wingers.
Yeah, you didn't have.
We don't do wingers anymore. Gavardio and Walker, which, by the way, I've got to big up. Walker has had so much shit from City fans this season. Maybe, maybe some people agree with it. I don't know. I still think the off-field issues are why you get it. Has he been amazing early on? No. But Walker today made a difference. Robinson was causing us issues in that first 10 minutes. Causing us issues. And listen, Ake sadly had to go off. Hope he's all right. But Walker did, got us a bit more solid.
Yeah, I actually think Kyle Walker has a big role still to play. People want to say Walker makes mistake. I say Walker is the guy that allows everyone to push forward because he's so quick that he can recover and he can stop transitions.
Go on.
I think his role will. I think Pep will still use him in the biggest games going forward. I don't think he'll start every game because of his age and something like that. But I think he'll. Do you think you'll get another right back, Martin? I think you'll buy another right back, or are you going to put Rico Lewis there?
Yeah, Rico Lewis, bro.
They're looking at Frimpong. Rico Lewis will go into midfield.
Right,
Frimpong. We're looking at. I've got told don't rule out and you may laugh at this, but people who watched it may know. Mateus Nunes as a right wing back and Savio as a potential left wing back.
Pep Guardiola, bro, is very strange.
If there's anyone who's going to do it, if there's anyone,
he's the one that can do it. Yeah.
Muhammad always calls me out in the comments. Rodri levels above Rice. Someone get more glasses. Not this season.
No, Wright is an exceptional player, but Rodri is the best CDM in world football.
Yep, that's correct. I would say.
But Rice can get there, but to me, it's the thing is, why do we do this as fans? Why can't you say Rodri is the best CDM in the world? Doesn't mean you think Rice is a load of shit.
Yeah,
we've got to stop this sensitivity on because you big up one player, it means the other player's a load of crap.
No, because I said Declan Rice has had a better season than Rodri this season.
No, just in general, football fans do that. If you say one's better than the other one, it must mean the other one's a load of crap. If
you ask me who would you take, I would take Rodri. But if you ask me who had a better season until this current moment, and by the way, this conversation tomorrow might change. Declan Rice might be torn apart tomorrow. Who knows, right? Right? Might be torn apart, which is unlikely, but he might be, right? I'm saying it's a conversation. And for me, I think Declan Rice this season will get a higher rating for me this season for many reasons. And I stated that before. That's not me saying that Rodri had a bad season. Disciplinary issue with Rodri, right? This season. He has been left isolated by Pep Guardiola until Kovacic came back to the fold after Kovacic's start. and he has looked a little bit suspect in the midfield, along with the defense. That a lot of City fans, I said that we need cover for them. He improved going forward, Rodri, right? Declan Rice all season hasn't shown me signs of slowing down. He has been very consistent. 2 yellow cards, 36 games, people, 36 games, 2 yellow cards as a CDM most of the time.
I can only think from West Ham game. Sorry, Aston Villa game, the second half, and maybe the Bayern Munich games. He hasn't really.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I credit that. But that's the whole team of the Villa. That's the whole team, though, not just one player. That's the whole thing. You can't just lumber it on just one player now. It's not like that anymore. Do you know what I mean? The
whole team
Rice has been. Bro. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you can't go, oh, it's down to Rice, like people like to do. Rice has had a sensational season. You know, very good season, and not even like all in the DM role either. He's played this season. You know what I mean? He's been better going forward.
Yep.
If City if City win the league this season and Guardiola leaves, what happens? Is he ever?
He'll get a statue, stadium named after him. Thanks very much.
No, what's after him? Is it De Zerbi? Is it someone similar? Or is it a new thing?
Who do I think it'll be? I think it'll be a De Zerbi or a Michel Mould. City are not going to go after this huge name that I know some fans want. Yeah. We don't do this huge global superstar name. It's what suits the model of Manchester City Football Club, not what.
I don't even think there's that many big names, to be honest, that can even fit you guys right now anyway. So
he'll definitely do his contract. One thing he will 100% will not break. He will not break his contract. He will leave,
and he'll let them know. He'll let them know way in advance anyway. So they've got the new guys set up ready.
Exactly.
What we won't do is, I don't think we'll announce it mid-season.
You won't do a clock. You won't do a clock.
Yeah, and I don't mean that in a dig way. Yeah. Don't mean that in a dig way.
Fergie did it as well. You don't do it. You save it to the end of the season. You don't even let your players know.
Do you know what? I wouldn't even rule out City doing something mad, like bringing him in as an assistant for the last 6 months.
Who, Mitchell or whatever?
Yeah, whoever it is.
Yeah, it's the same club. So
and just sort of like building him in as you're going along and just letting him get used to things. Like that. City are the way City are run top to bottom is very good. That is the problem. It's a well-oiled machine. You know, excuse the pun because I'm going to go, oil, we know. But you will. It is a well-run machine. That's what makes it so good. You know, it's like I always kick back on the boring bit, and maybe it's my age. People going like, "Oh, it's a farmers' league. It's boring. It's this. It's that. It's crap." You know, I lived in a day where United won 9 out of the first 11 or 8 out of the first 11.
Same.
Nobody called it a farmers' league back then. There's only ever been in 33 years now, Premier League.
Yeah,
there's been 7 winners.
Exactly.
7. Always been a farmers' league. No one's ever noticed it though.
No, but it's because of social media now. Everyone is looking at this. But everybody hated Man United back then. I remember.
No, they didn't.
Everybody hated Man United. They called their fans glory hunters. Anyone that supported Man United was called the glory hunter. They were called the bandwagon fans.
Nobody went against Fergie back then. You went against Fergie, you were in major issues. So the media were not like this with United because they got banned. How do you think the BBC got banned out of Old Trafford for how many years?
It was the nepotism claim that they got banned.
Yeah,
he left.
Mm-hmm.
He left. Yeah.
So I think there's been Chelsea won it 2 or 3 times, Arsenal twice, Blackburn, Leicester, us, Liverpool.
Yeah,
7 in 33 years.
They
won 13 out of the first 20.
65% of they literally won the first 65%.
They did 2 3-peats, and I think a couple of back-to-backs
as
well.
But I'll tell you one thing: the difference between Man City and Man United weren't dominant as much as this, bro.
They won the league by about 15 points one year, Mo.
1 year, but they weren't dominant.
Come on.
My point about it, when I started watching the league, it was the invincible season. And from that point on, Man United did 1 3-peat at that time, which is right? After Mourinho, they did a three-peat until Chelsea won it with Ancelotti.
Yes.
After that, at that time they had Cristiano Ronaldo, and at that time Cristiano Ronaldo was magnificent. He was fantastic.
Well, there's one for you, Mel. In 99-2000, when United won the league, 18 points the difference between United and Arsenal.
99-2000, but the year before they won it coming from behind.
Yeah, but what my point I'm making is most of the time they have won it by 10 points, 9 points, 50. It's been quite a big difference. When City are doing it, there's a point or two.
But I'm going to tell you the difference, to be honest. The Premier League back then wasn't as famous as now.
I knew that
it wasn't the best league in the league. Like, I was not watching the Premier League. It wasn't broadcasted in a lot of countries. The Premier League now is the most watched league around in the world, right? That's why the eyes are in the league. Real Madrid and Barcelona, when Messi and Cristiano used to be there, everybody used to watch it. I didn't enjoy it at that time that much, to be honest. La Liga, all that time. Two teams going at it all the time. I didn't. I like the period between 09 and until City retained it under Pep, because every year we had a different winner. Starting from Man United, 2008, 2009, and then it was Chelsea, and then you go on and on and on. Nobody retained the league title. That's the point. That's the point. But anyway, listen, I want to go on to Chelsea a little bit. I know Martin has to go in like 10 minutes. We're going to go on to Chelsea a little bit. So, guys, we aren't even on 300 likes. We have over 500 people here. Guys, we need the likes to go up a little bit. We need to go up a little bit, guys. Let's get the likes up to 200, 300. Hit that like button before you're being really, really like Darwin Núñez in terms of conversion rate. We have 500 people and the like button. And the like button is on 137. Why don't you like the video? Like the damn video, people. Let's get to 300 likes underneath your live chat. Right? Chelsea, though. I'm going to start actually with Martin in a bit. I just want to ask him a question. Does Cole Palmer deserve a shot for player of the season?
It should be in the nominees, yeah. 1000%.
Why shouldn't he win it?
See, about this debate a long time, and I don't mind because penalties are still football, but the thing with Cole Palmer is, and this is my only kickback on it, he's playing with a lot of freedom right now. Not so much. He's coming as a bit of unknown. No one expected this with Cole Palmer. Next season, Cole Palmer will not get the... I will judge Cole Palmer properly at Chelsea next season. And that doesn't mean he's had crap this year. What I mean by it is that nobody respects him so much at the moment. For whatever reason. Next season, he'll get double looked on. He'll get looked at in a very different way. They'll be respecting him. So I want to see how he does. I just think there's been players this year that have been better than him. Rodri, Foden, Declan Rice, Gabriel, Saliba. What he's done with Chelsea has been remarkable because without Cole Palmer, Chelsea would probably be in a bit of a pickle right now. But he's been fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Has he been the best player in the league? No. Not for me, because I want to see him do it in the big pressure moments. I want to see Cole Palmer do it in a top 4 race, title race, European stage, etc. That's what I mean by it for me. I just, again, I think he's been fabulous. I think he's been a breath of fresh air for Chelsea. Chelsea doing exactly what I thought they'd always do. Give the man time. Give him the don't interfere and they'll come good. I think Chelsea will be far better next year as long as Poch is allowed to do his job. But hey ho.
See, this is my bit about the award thing about 5 minutes ago. Palmer shouldn't be in the main one.
I don't care about the awards. I want your opinion.
Okay, so I think. Listen, my thing. He should definitely be in the running. I just don't like your stream earlier this week, where you had Nobbins, Rory, and Tom on. Like they just dismissed like he shouldn't even be nominated, let alone actually win it or something like that. That made me mad. That's like, you have to take fact. I know it's his first season. He's in a shitty team or a high, with experience, and he's actually surprised everyone, even us Chelsea fans. Let's be very honest about this. We knew of Cole Palmer, and he was a kid coming out of the Man City Academy, very good. But what was he actually going to do for us? And the fact that he's actually the way he's actually took on the mantle of leadership in this team, and he's won games by himself, or he's been outstanding, he's scored important goals. But I agree with mine in the fact that next season is going to be different. But if we just focus on this season, he should definitely be in the running. I mean, there's no way Odegaard should be in this above him. He should be on there. He's earned his place to be nominated on that list for what he's done this season.
Yeah.
Many years ago, and I thought it was wrong, but we go back to 99 season, David Ginola won the Player of the Year above the treble-winning Man United team. And that was just saying something. So individually, he's been brilliant, and he's earned his place on there. If he wins it, I'll be very happy for him, obviously. And no one should be, you can have all the arguments you want, but he's earned his place on that list than some of the other players on there by far for what he's done this season. No one expected this of him whatsoever. He's been absolutely one of the best players in this league. Again, today, I didn't even think he had a great game today, right? Overall. But he had an assist, he had a good play and everything like that. He's been absolutely brilliant this season. And without him, it would have been a very darker season for us.
Well, Cole Palmer's should win. If we're talking about young player of the year, Cole Palmer's the example.
You can't. If Foden is going to win player of the season.
No, that's breakout. No, my point is, Cole Palmer, this is his breakout season.
Yeah.
That's what a young player of the year should be.
Yes.
I just think.
Go ahead, Ahmed.
No, I was just gonna say I think he should be a part of the Player of the Season awards. Whether or not he wins it, obviously the Foden's gonna be a bit more tougher competition. But at the end of the day, this is the guy that's managed to at least get us Conference League football in a league where we weren't even thinking we're gonna even get into the top 10, let alone get into European football as it is. So listen, I just think for me, he's played well, and penalties matter. They're high pressure situations. Not a lot of guys can put that ball into the back of the net. So at the end of the day, man, he's doing what he needs to put the ball into the back of the net. He's assisting goals, and he's run really well. So I think again, player of the season from where we were from the previous season and how bad everything's gone to where it is now. I think you can make the argument that he is the player of the season. To be honest.
I think people are afraid to say it. I genuinely think nowadays people are afraid to say it, to be clipped or being looked at. Oh my God, how can you have that take? I think a lot of people think that Cole Palmer is playing as a player of the season level because he's playing in a shambolic Chelsea team, the Chelsea team that is very disjointed, that without him, they would not have been even fighting for Europe at all. That he's the only bright star in this team, and he has the most GA in the league at the current moment after 36 games, right? A lot of people think it, but a lot of people are afraid to say the takes. That's the new era of YouTube, football, and Twitter. It's either you're I'm going to tell you, it's either you're a TikToker and you don't care and you say the takes, whatever it is, like some takes just for clicks, or you think it, but you're holding back because if you say it, you'll be accused of being, why did you say that? Why did you say that?
No, you know what it is, Mo. We discussed it on the terrace. I truly believe this as well. It's because he scored so many penalties. That's why people don't.
That's it, yeah.
Penalties are still a skill.
No, I don't. What I'm saying
people don't rate penalties, isn't it? That's the problem.
If you notice now, people are trying to take away penalties. Penalties don't matter anymore. Do you know what I mean?
So did you say that about Mo Salah when he scored all his penalties?
Exactly. That's the thing we said on the terrace.
We're not counting those.
You got the stat code though. What's it called?
Now they have a new stat: non-penalty goals. That's what it is. Non-penalty goals. That's what it means like that.
Stats.
Yeah.
We discussed this.
And I'm gonna ask
ruin football and ruin players.
Which one is harder?
3 assists to the assist to the assist
to
the guy who had the point anymore.
I think what's happened is that we've taken stats too far. Stats have their uses. It's just that we creating stats now for stats sake. You know what I mean? We're just creating for agenda sake.
Expected goals, expected big.
I wanted to ask you guys something.
XBC.
There is someone that said that he is more talent, the best talent English football has had since, I think
Who?
they said, like,
So what
I think a journalist said that about Cole Palmer.
See, this is what I mean. It's A to Z.
That's the problem. Yeah, that's the problem. Right there.
A to Z. Why can't? This is why young players fail sometimes, because we put the weight of the world onto him. He's the best. Come on. I watched Cole Palmer for many.
So what do you
many
think
years.
his ceiling is? Do you think he's as good as Foden?
He can get to Foden's level, but that's up to Palmer. Is he there yet? No.
Yeah.
How come he's not there yet when he has more GA than Foden in a much worse team? I'm asking the questions. How are you saying this if he's having, and by the way, it's not stats. Cole Palmer has had magnificent chance creation in terms of a season, right? Playing in a much worse team, in a much worse coach team. Am I wrong here? I'm putting the stats out, right?
I watched.
He has to do it season upon season. Let's do it more than one season.
He's never got the chance, people.
I know, but what I'm saying is, no. But the thing is, you have to save it. You have to put the argument whether he's going to be better than Foden. You have to stop that and go. Foden's done it season upon season upon season upon season. It's his first breakout season. Now, if you want to do it an individual season side by side, it's just one. That's fine, but you have to look over a body of work. Well, Martin said earlier has been like, the players getting wrecked. We're linked to this Brazilian one, and I swear someone said he's the next Endrick, and I was like, next Endrick? I've not. Endrick's not even done anything for Real Madrid yet.
Endrick is the next Endrick. Endrick himself is the next Endrick, bro. Endrick himself is still the next Endrick, bro.
That journalist saying, "Oh, he could be better."
But my point, what nobody expected Palmer to be like this season,
right? And that's why. Yeah.
But again, you can make the same argument. No one expected Michu when he was scoring all those goals at Swansea to be doing that either.
Where are you putting him in, Mo? Which level? I mean, Wilfred Boney scored 30 odd goals for Swansea one year.
Yeah, but it's not only about the goals.
My God, he was crap.
But it's not about the goals. It's about the way he plays. Are we only watching stats or are we watching how Cole Palmer plays?
I'm trying to explain that one. Nobody doubles up on him. He has no respect at the moment. People are letting him have the freedom. You think he'd be playing Real Madrid to give him that freedom?
I totally agree with you that I need to see Cole Palmer. I need to see Cole Palmer doing it when he is pressured, when he is marked one-on-one, when he doesn't have space to turn. I say that. But I also say that I'm judging the players based on what I see this season. That's it. I'm not going to say until I see you here and until I see you there. That's it. I actually don't think Cole Palmer deserves player of the season. I think for me, he is.
He's in the conversation, though.
I think
that is a credit to him,
for me.
Massive credit to Cole Palmer. From where he was last season, I watched this kid for 4 years, watched him in our EDS. I never thought he would be in the Premier League Player of the Year conversations. So for that alone, it is credit to him.
That's the thing. I'm not even. My argument is when I see people like dismiss him for even being nominated. My argument is
here you go. Read this and you will know. It's so unfair to Palmer to judge him based on his team position. Who's to say the other nominees like Foden also have 40 GA in just Chelsea team? He is player of the season. That's the argument. I'm not presenting Mo's argument. This is an argument. Blaze, thank you.
Okay, then. So
this is an argument. This is just
Luton's best player. Let's put them in the Player of the Year then.
Who?
Luton's best player or Forest's best.
But they didn't perform as good as Palmer.
The lowest ranked player in it is Isaac. It depends which one you're looking at. And Isaac scored how many goals?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to discredit Palmer here. What I'm saying is, you can't say because he's got 40 GA he's the best player then. Doesn't work like that. Different games, different systems, different everybody else. Why certain teams play a certain
isn't it
way.
Harder to play? Isn't it harder to play for Chelsea than Manchester City?
There's listen. There's different pressure. There's different pressures though, right? Listen, KDB was out for over half the season, right? There's an extra pressure on Foden because KDB's not there, right? He took on the mantle, And he might not have scored as many goals as Palmer and GNA, but he's taken on more of that mantle, the leadership and overall play as well. So, and we've said it as well. He's been exceptional this year, and he's going for titles. He's going for championships. He's turning up in the Bernabeu and stuff like that. And that's not fair to judge Palmer on that because we've not been in Europe.
Got a bigger question,
and
this is just hypothetical. And this is no disrespect to Palmer all the way. Todd Bowley does what Todd Bowley does. Who's to say he won't go and try and buy Musiala, and Musiala goes in where Palmer is, and Palmer gets done back out again?
I said, listen, we're linked to Elise, right? We're linked to Elise.
It's not.
That's what I mean.
Bang, 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 away you go.
We're linked to Elise.
Chelsea will buy a player for the season and ditch him back out the door again.
Look, we're linked to Elise, and in 2025 we've got that Kendry Paez coming in who's been built up. Do you know what I mean? It's like I'm just trying to fit in Cuckoo in this team as well.
And then there's a Brazilian guy that's coming in as well in the same position that he plays in.
My thing would be that we shouldn't do that. We should build around him and stuff like that. But for this season alone, that's why I said change the name, young player, just put breakout player of the year, and that's where Palmer should have won. We should
Chelsea
win that.
Should have him as an important role.
Yes, and do you know what? You know what's funny? No, not even the owners, directors. I don't care who. They will deny it. No one expected him to be the player that he's turned out to be.
When he got him in the last day of the season, no one was expecting it, bro.
That's why I found it funny, even on our website, that they actually tried to put other people in the running for our player of the year. There was no one. He was always going to win that. I don't know why we even did that. But for this season, he should be nominated. I'm fine with it. But people just dismissing it. Oh, maybe he's top 10. Like, who the shut up? You know what I mean? This made my blood boil. But he's not going to win.
Listen, people. We're gonna cut this. Martin has a stream right now starting for the Mancunian way in the description. Casual FC. I know you guys have a review coming up as well. But this will take you to Ziad's zone. Go show Ziad some love. People. Go subscribe to this channel.
Say Tuchel's overrated in the chat, Tim. Say Tuchel's overrated.
Just when you go there, say Pochettino. Say Tuchel out. Okay? Just say Tuchel out. Copy and paste this. And guys, we need to reach 250 likes before you go.
Come on.
I appreciate everyone, guys. Hit that like button before you go, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here. And hopefully we'll see you guys soon. And we are out of here.